Welcome to the Pro's Guide to Close Combat. Today's lesson will focus on defending against opponents armed with a firearm. The presented situations are very rare and can be avoided by following standard operating procedures, but they can occur under highly unpredictable circumstances. You should consider such cases as extremely dangerous, and defensive techniques should be used as a last resort. First technique: shoulder-elbow strike combination. If you find yourself in a brawl or in proximity to your opponent, take control of his head with both hands. Instead of your head, use your shoulders to deliver the first strike. While the attacker is recoiling, push him away and deliver the second blow with your elbow. This combination works perfectly if the weapon is pushed between you and the opponent. Use the barrel and the stock as striking areas while always keeping control of the trigger. Carrying a handgun is a daily reality for many law enforcement officers and even civilians. As the weapon is usually carried in a holster, it is important that you train defensive techniques that allow simultaneous drawing of the weapon. Second technique: transition to weapon. The first reaction against strikes to the head should be high elbow cover and slight movement out of the strike line. Reach for the weapon as quickly as possible. Draw your handgun into the retention position, leaving it as close to your body as possible. Being able to simultaneously defend against an attack and draw your handgun will save you valuable time, which is crucial when it comes to protecting your life. Learning to recognize that one technique can be applied in various different situations will give you an advantage over your opponent. Whether your attacker grabs your arm, stick, or your rifle, this next technique can be used in many situations. Third technique: wrist lock. With your free hand, grab the opponent's wrist. This will help you to unlock the opponent's grip and allow you to twist his arm in a circular motion. Use your other arm to exert pressure on the back of the opponent's hand, locking it secure. This technique, while slightly modified to use the rifle magazine as additional leverage, can be used if your opponent grabs hold of the barrel or the handguard of the rifle. Know this technique well and be creative in its application. In this final lesson, we will show you how to escape an opponent's attempt to grab you and how to establish a secure position of control. Fourth technique: wrist lock, armbar control combination. Reach for the attacker's hand, grabbing across. Twist it, thumb down, and put pressure on his wrist by pressing it to your chest and lowering your center of gravity. In order to establish control or prepare for handcuffing, slide the opponent's hand to the side and put your palm on the opponent's elbow. Rotate the arm and press down, using your body mass, causing pain in the elbow and shoulder area. Control the head or pull the opponent to the ground to prevent escape from the lock. As with all techniques shown, it is important to practice and know when and how to use your newly acquired knowledge. The main goal of self-defense is to protect yourself and survive a violent encounter. This concludes today's lesson. Make sure to take part in the first and second training video of the Pro's Guide to Close Combat.